In the 28th minute of Brentford versus Arsenal, David Raya found himself in a moment that could have completely shifted Arsenal's season. We know that keen Lewis Potter took a shot that should have been a routine save for a goalkeeper of David Raya's quality and caliber. But instead, David Raya let the ball slip through his hands, and for a split second, it seemed as though Brentford were going to double their lead, and everybody was quite angry for a second. And at this level, such a mistake is absolutely unacceptable, especially for a team with title ambitions. So goalkeepers are the backbone of any defense, and moments like this can shake the entire team's confidence. Was it enough? What was it? Was it the pressure of playing against a club that he's played for, his former club? Or is this inconsistency something we are starting to see too often in David Raya's game? But just as the doubts started to creep in, David Raya responded with brilliance, So his recovery to claw the ball off the line was nothing short of remarkable. That wasn't just a save. It was a moment of redemption. And I must say, it wasn't just an isolated event. So Arsenal immediately countered, and Gabriel Jesus equalized just moments later, So David Raya's quick thinking and determination turned what could have been seen as a disaster into a pivotal turning point. So this moment perfectly encapsulates everything about David Raya's time at the football club Arsenal so far. On one hand, he has the ability to produce game-saving moments, reminding everyone why Arsenal brought him in as their first-choice goalkeeper. And on the other hand, his inconsistency raises serious questions about whether he can be relied on in the biggest games. Let's take a step back and analyze the performance in the context of David Raya's season. So since becoming Arsenal's number one, his performances have been under constant scrutiny. While he's shown flashes of brilliance, errors like this one are becoming harder and harder to ignore every other day. These mistakes do not just put pressure on David Raya. They put pressure on the entire defense of the football club Arsenal. A shaky goalkeeper can unsettle the entire backline, creating doubt and hesitation in key moments, So the reaction from Arsenal fans was quite swift and brutal. Social media lit up with criticism, questioning David Raya's decision-making and also his composure, plus even his suitability for a club that is aiming to win the Premier League. One fan definitely commented and said, why does David Raya look very nervous? Is it just because of the pressure of playing against an old club? So this wasn't and isn't just an isolated reaction, It actually reflects a growing unease among his supporters, So where does this leave Arsenal? The balance between risk and reward is very critical, especially in a season where every point matters. David Raya has shown that he can produce moments of brilliance, but his mistakes could cost Arsenal dearly in the long run, and Arsenal fans have got to understand that. So the big question is definitely this: can Arsenal rely on David Raya to deliver consistency when it matters most? Or Arsenal, or the club Arsenal, should the club really start looking for more reliable options? Should Arsenal look for more reliable options in this January transfer window? My verdict is this, yeah. David Raya's performance against Brentford was a microcosm of his Arsenal career. Equal parts thrilling and frustrating, He has the talent, no doubt about that. No doubt, absolutely, he's talented. But talent without consistency is a gamble, And Arsenal cannot afford gambles in a tighter race. But what do you think? Was this just a one-off mistake, or is there a pattern forming with David Raya? Should Arsenal stick with him and trust that he will definitely iron out his inconsistencies, or is it time to explore other options? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as definitely I will be going through them. And at the end of the day, these moments really are defined more than just a game. At the end of the day, these moments defined more than just a game. And what do I mean by that? It symbolized the unpredictable journey that the football club Arsenal have taken with both David Raya, that has taken with the goalkeeper David Raya so far, So the only question left is whether his highs will outweigh the lows, but only when it matters. And that is a big, big question, So seeing moments like this defines Arsenal's inconsistencies when it matters the most. If Arsenal had won that game against Aston Villa last season, Arsenal would have been the Premier League title winners of the last season. But it did not happen. On inconsistencies that pile up every other day, you definitely will see it as a small mistake that can be unnoticed, unrecognized, but such inconsistencies can cost you the title. And having said that, David Raya, all eyes are definitely on you. All eyes on David Raya. If he performs well, he could be the part. He could be the player that, he could be the goalkeeper that saves Arsenal. But remember, Arsenal is not in the first position. In the first position, there is the football club Liverpool. It's now the competition between Liverpool and Arsenal. And Liverpool is points. There is a points difference between Arsenal and Liverpool. So if there is no time to gamble. Either David Raya is right or is wrong. Either is good or bad. And Arsenal definitely need to define exactly what they want. In the general transfer window is here, brings an opportunity to get in a goalkeeper if Arsenal can definitely think, if Arsenal think it's the right thing to do. But as an Arsenal fan, let me know in the comment section what you definitely think. But until then, definitely, I think as a person, David Raya is a good goalkeeper. But inconsistencies like this will cost Arsenal again, because that was absolutely a disaster. That was unacceptable and unforgivable. Despite the fact that he came in and saved the game, he made that save. It was a good day for Arsenal. Arsenal won 3-0. But if this happens in the next game and Arsenal cannot recover from it, that's 3 points extended away from the title. Very many Arsenal fans were saying they're tired of supporting the club, and towards the end, things do not happen the way they want. We are going into the second phase of the Premier League, and it matters very, very much. David Raya needs to up his game. He's a very good goalkeeper, but inconsistencies like this one in the 28th minute against Brentford are unforgivable and unforgettable. So let's really hope he will come up and actually up his game, and mistakes like this are not seen. Let that save not overshadow the fact that he messed up, because very many people are praising the save. Well, it's a good save, but it shouldn't overshadow the fact that he messed up in the first place. Otherwise, let me know what you think in the comment section, and I must say, it's been nice having you here. This is Arsenal Online. Thank you, and goodbye for now. I remain your host, Abu Kals.